Hey there, my name is Steve Graves, and your band director, Ms. Rosen, has asked if I'd give you some helpful advice on your audition material. I want to start with your snare drum roll going from open to closed, or going from slow to fast, the double stroke roll. I think that's the one you're asked to do. So we're going to start with that. First, an example of what it might sound like. Some things that'll help you play this. First, the reason that they choose this for an audition is because there's a fine point of control between where you're going from double taps, right, right, left, left, to a bounce. Where that happens demonstrates your skill. And so you want to make that a smooth transition. So you don't want to speed up too quickly, and you don't want to slow down too quickly. You want to try and keep your grip relaxed. You want to play all of the notes at approximately the same height. In other words, you don't want to start here, and when going faster, play here. You want to try to keep them all about the same. Your drum can really help you if it's tuned properly. You want to have a drum that's tuned high enough. A big mistake is some people try to play on a drum that's tuned too low. If you're not sure about the audition drum, bring in your own drum, properly tuned. Right around the note A or B flat is what you're aiming for. And you want the snares to have a very short sound for this example. Might make them even a little bit shorter. Now it's not going to sound as tight as a marching band snare drum. And for that reason, you don't want to play faster than you can play this roll smoothly. One thing that'll help you play the roll smoothly is don't think about right, left, right, left, right, left, right, left. When you do that, you tend to exaggerate your strong hand. Think of it in a different meter, like triples, like right, left, right, left, right, left, right, left, right, left, right, left. Sometimes I'll even think of it in fives when I do it. When you do that, the hands become less obvious. And that's what you're after at the fast speed. Okay? You could play slightly off center on the snare drum. Center on the drum is here. Off center is just here. Just a little bit, not a lot. Okay? So here it is one more time. Try and keep your shoulders relaxed. Keep telling yourself to relax your fingers so you don't squeeze too tightly. And again, don't try to go faster than you can play the roll well. Okay, next let's talk about the closed roll going from soft to loud to soft. First of all, I'd suggest loosening your snares 1/2 turn, at least. Makes your drum a little bit more buzzy. It's going to help your roll sound better. Okay. When you play, when you start out your roll softly, you could start at the edge of the drum. Ideally, you should be able to play softly in your normal spot, but it is a bit of a cheat to play at the edge. You hear the drum sounds different. If I play my normal spot, as opposed to the edge, different sound, okay? You can move towards the center as you get louder and back towards the edge. You want to keep your hands moving the same speed at all volumes. So when I go faster, I'm not going to move my hands faster. I'm sorry, when I go louder, I'm not going to move my hands faster. We want this, whatever speed we start our hands at, and that's just that speed with a buzz. As I get louder, what you have to do is work harder to pick the sticks up and use a little more downward pressure, but not faster, okay? Keep your fingers relaxed, but don't let your fingers come off. You don't want to play differently softly than you do loud. So common mistakes we'll see is people moving their first finger out or lifting fingers off and totally changing the grip when they play louder. The grip should be the same in all volumes. That's something your auditioners should be looking for. So it should sound something like this. Okay, notice that the speed of the hand stays the same. You're trying to stay relaxed. I recommend taking a breath first, okay? Try not to come up too soon. Try not to come down too fast. Most people come down too fast. Here it is one more time. If you grip too tightly, it's hard to come back down. So keep telling yourself to stay relaxed and get the maximum amount of buzzes per stroke. Okay, and then very quickly, I want to give you a couple words about timpani tuning. I do a lot of these auditions, and one of the biggest mistakes I see students do is they hit the drum too much and they use a mallet. They come up, they get a pitch off of maybe a marimba or something, and they go. Search all over the place for the note. That's just really wrong. So the first tip is this. Don't use the mallets. Mallets are for playing. Fingers are for tuning. Practice just this. Listen to the drum change. Get used to how much the drum changes, especially going up. You're only going to tune up, and just practice that with the pedal. How slowly can you go? Most people go too fast. We want to go slow. Hear the pitch rise? If you run out of sound, you could keep tapping lightly. But remember, tuning is something you want to do as quietly as you can. Now, get the pitch from either a marimba, something that's in that register, or generated from an electronic device like an iPad or a phone. I use my phone when I'm playing professionally. So I'm going to tune this drum to an E. So I'm going to get an E. Hope you can hear that. I'm going to put it here. And I'm going to set the drum in motion and press the pedal slowly down until I think it reaches my pitch. Try that again. Now I've got the pitch. If you pass it, don't go back down. Don't try and come back down. Always go from the bottom up. Your ears work better that way. The drum head works better that way. So start all over. And that's the most efficient way to tune the drum. Then you're ready to play. When you play on the drum, make sure that you're striking a third of the distance to the center, about a hand's width away, in the best spot. Not in the middle. That's awful. Okay? Letting the tone come out of the drum. Don't bang. Play confidently, don't bang. All right? So there's a few tips on snare drum, a couple timpani tips. Hope you guys do really great. Good luck on your audition.